When you think of Grand Cayman, most people think about scuba diving or banking, but country music is certainly alive and well on the island. Caymanian country artist Barefoot Man has a large following of locals and tourists alike and plays to sold-out crowds on a regular basis. Barefoot recently came to Nashville to work on a new album, and we had a chance to preview some of that new music. Here's Kelly with more.
It's a big day in Nashville. The Cayman Islands have come to town. I'm here with Barefoot Man. And Barefoot Man, what a story. I love this. Heard your music. And basically, you're down in the Cayman Islands, and country music is big there, and you have a thing going on.
It is. Country music is very big. In fact, as far as I know, it is the only island in the Caribbean that has its own country, 24-hour country station. Country music is just as much as a tradition there is, let's just say, as reggae is in Jamaica. And it all began many years ago when all the young men went to sea, because it was the only source of economy. They would go out to sea on the tankers, and they'd be traveling all over the world. They'd be in the middle of the Atlantic. And the only stations they could really pick up are the powerful U.S. stations that played country music. So, being bored out in the middle of the ocean, the guys would sing it and play it, take 45 RPM records home by Ernest Tubb and Johnny Cash and Hank Williams. They'd bring it back to the island and with a little player, and then they'd play it, and then the kids liked it, and Grandma liked it, and next thing you know. And when I first landed on the island back in 1972, I was ready to hear just, calypso and reggae.
You were on vacation looking for some water.
And I just couldn't believe that everybody's singing country music. And I was right in heaven, because I've always loved country music, which I still do. And that's why we're here in Nashville. We're recording a little bit to get the real thing. You don't get any, better than Nashville. And we're here at our friend's place, Mark, and Sidekick Studios, and just having a great time.
I got $6 and some puka shells.
I've got to know where the Barefoot Man came from. You're barefooted today, so obviously it's self-explanatory.
Well, when I was growing up on the shores of North Carolina, I used to, in high school, I was a lifeguard down on the beach, and summertime, you'd be barefoot all the time. Everybody's barefoot in summer. So as a little boy, I dreamed, I figured in the islands where it's summertime year-round, you're always barefoot. But it was sort of the opposite. The islanders, it was almost a sign of poverty if you didn't have shoes. So I just sort of stuck with it, and when I would perform barefoot, and then he would say, oh, there's the barefoot boy, which led to the Barefoot Man, and then Barefoot Grandpa, you know what I mean?
It's changing over the years.
It is, yeah. And so that's how it all started. And I heard some of the Jimmy Buffett fans once say, what Jimmy Buffett and his folks write about is the life that we actually live. Okay, so, we live on the beach down there, so my songs are about coconut trees and sun and sand and fun like that, and I just love to throw the little country steel in the background and that kind of a thing, and that's why I'm here.
Now it's time for our weekly songwriter tip, brought to you by Nashville Songwriters Association International. This week we sit down with publisher Larry Sheridan as he talks about building relationships.
I'm not a hit songwriter, but I'm a publisher and producer here in Nashville for many, many years. And I will say that the way to approach publishers is definitely not door-to-door, not unsolicited. Make relationships with people in professional organizations like NSAI and some of the other organizations, the performance rights organizations. Get someone to hook you up.
To learn more about NSAI, visit NashvilleSongwriters.com. That's about all the time we have for this week's show. But don't forget those new discs we have up for grabs from Aaron Lewis, The Road. Enter online at InsideMusicRoad.com. Don't forget to check out our Facebook page, too, for all the latest news and events going on around town. We're going to leave you today with that new video from the Time Jumpers. Here is On the Outskirts of Town. Until next time, I'm Bailey for Inside Music Row, and I'll see you again real soon.